All right, and welcome episode 13 of the Zero 1 Shootout on a special Friday episode. And I was a couple days late. We're about an hour early, and Minderz, you made it.
I made it. You should have seen the dash through the house.
Oh, I can imagine. I had a little bit of a crisis. I didn't know if my computer was going to come on, but everything worked out just fine. And yeah, we got a good show today. Very excited. It's one day away from the big Every Rose Has Its Thorn show, Minderz, tomorrow night in Mattoon.
I'm
And
excited.
yeah, a lot of things to talk about there. We're still waiting on our guest to come in. We're going to be
Okay.
talking with Christian Rose, going to be joining us today about 24 hours before he challenges his old buddy Joey for the heavyweight championship. And so we're
It's
looking
about
forward
time
to
that
that.
belt gets put up for something.
Now, Joey has been a fighting champion. He's been defending against everybody.
Yeah,
And,
maybe he'll do it without help this time.
well, I mean,
I know, Lowlife's doing low-life things. I get
that
it.
that's right. Hey, that's kind of on a t-shirt, Minderz, on ProWrestlingTees.com.
It
But
is.
yeah, yeah. And it looks like our guest has arrived. We're gonna bring him in. The number one contender for the Zero 1 USA Heavyweight Championship, that Damn Coyote, Christian Rose. How you doing, man?
Good. How about yourselves?
Oh, can't complain. Thanks for joining us. I know it's kind of a hectic weekend ahead for you.
Yeah, always. Yeah, no problem though. Happy to be here.
Yes.
I was excited. I got to see you a couple weeks ago up at Dreamwave, so
Yeah, that was a good night. That was a
it
hell.
was. You've had a good year. 2022 was good to you.
2022 was good to me. 2023 is off to a good start. So, yeah, a lot of momentum at the moment. Very happy about it.
So you kind of pop back up again about early fall last year in Zero 1, challenged Jake Lander for the title.
Mm.
Just kind of came out of the blue. I wasn't there for that one, but Minderz told me all about it. Uh, so I guess my first question is, I mean, we know about the history with you and the Lowlifes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're I don't know if you're original member. I know you were a former leader of the group back in the day. Uh, would winning the title from Joey make it that much sweeter for you, or is it just another title win for you at this point?
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's never just another title win. Like, I'm very lucky, and I've had a lot of championships in wrestling, but there's never just another one. I think it would be poetic. I think it would be just icing on the cake. Technically speaking, I'm a 2-time Zero 1 champion, and I only ever lost that belt once. I had to relinquish it at one point because I got very, very sick, basically, and damn near died. But
wow.
yeah, so I think that becoming a 3-time champ and having it be against or going into the match with Joey, I think that would really be just a great send off for that story. Me and Joey have been fighting each other and having matches since 2008. You know,
wow.
Yeah, so we know each other very well. He's much different and much better now than he was back then, obviously, but so am I. So,
Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches there. At one point, he was one of my, like, if you made a list of the people I had matches against, he would have been like very high on the list for like just number of times that we had matches. So, yeah, I and what's weird is even with all of that history, I don't think we've had a one-on-one match for about 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And the last time that we did, it was at 0-1. So,
okay.
Wow.
And we split those matches. I remember we had 2 in a row, and it was 1-1. So, yeah.
So technically, it's the rubber match.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh no, go ahead. We get I swallowed down the wrong pipe there for a second.
Oh.
I hate when that happens.
Just want to know, are you bringing any of the Coyotes with you? I mean, you've got the Lowlifes that are going to have other people in their corners. Are you bringing the Coyotes with you?
Not yet. I love my Coyotes. I love doing shows with them. I love traveling with them and everything. And we're kind of running roughshod over a couple of other companies right now. And hopefully when the time is right, you'll get to see TDC in a 0-1 ring. But I am actually going to go solo on this particular excursion. So the other guys are booked elsewhere and they have other things going on. So I am flying by myself this time around.
So technically this may end up being a 3-on-1 because, you know, Tony's going to be in the corner. Jordan might show up. They've got Dallas there now too.
Yeah. I mean, the three of them combined kind of make one. So
yeah, that was last month. That was your first interaction with Big Dallas since he's joined the Lowlifes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm not going to say he's an upgrade from Marvin as far as security goes, but he's definitely when he can do some damage. So I'm going to assume you got some sort of a backup plan because I know you know how those guys work better than anybody. So you know that they're gonna have something up their sleeve.
Definitely, but I mean, even since the time that like the Lowlife started, that would have been 2018. So I've changed my in-ring style. I've changed my training. I've changed all that stuff. And with all due respect to those guys, I don't think they have. So in regards to like nullifying the numbers advantage, I'm a better striker now than I've ever have been. And Dallas last show finds out it only takes one haymaker to put a guy on his back for me. And not going to brag, but I throw the best big boot in the business. So I don't have to, you know, fight those guys or balance them out for a long time. I only need a moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw that. It was great. And if you notice, the door that Dallas went through is right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the
that's
door.
Interesting.
She made off with the door at the last show.
I asked for it. I didn't just steal it.
Yeah, you did ask. You were very nice. But I got something else. I know you got your mind on Joey for the weekend, but there's something else I was wondering about, Christian. That's it seems like you may have some unfinished business with Camaro going after the last show.
Yeah.
But, not the way you guys probably wanted it to end. So it seems like there might be some business there.
And I'm not going to call it like an issue really. Like I think there's a healthy respect between me and Camaro. We both take wrestling pretty seriously. We both work really hard for it. And that was the first time we'd ever had a match. And no, I would have rather lost than have it end the way that it did. Frankly, you know, that's not what I'm into for wrestling. I want to win matches at any cost, but you know, sometimes you lose. And have a match that I thought was a big match for 0-1 because Camaro's a top tier athlete. Camaro's a top tier competitor. I like to think I am too. So to be able to be like, hey, we're going to have the first time ever meeting between these guys and it's going to be in a 0-1 ring and it's on first, you know, like I thought that was a pretty big deal. And the stuff with him and Conley just really, you know, kind of screwed it up towards the end. But hopefully we can run it back. I would love to have another match with him. If I'm going to win a match, I want to win. I've tapped out a lot of great wrestlers. I have pinned a lot of great wrestlers. And I'm not happy saying, I'm 1-0 against Camaro Jackson, but it was by a count out. You know, that's not good enough for me. And I know it's not good enough for him.
Right. It wasn't good enough for us. We like our hoss fights. So
yeah, that's right.
we wanted an inning. Yeah,
that's right. Hoss fights draw money. It's on a T-shirt.
Yep. So let's see. 2018 was when Lowlifes, and I know you were there when they took over, weren't you?
Yeah,
when they took over that 0-1 show.
The formation of the group was in essence my brainchild, so to speak. I think that, like, okay, 0-1's had a lot of great moments in the past several years. I think the most recent one that everybody always talks about is Marvin pulling off the upset of probably the Millennium. Yeah. I think that if you go back before that, if you go back and watch the ending of that show where the Lowlifes first formed, there's so much that happens in the last, I'm going to say 6 minutes, maybe 8, because Bear St. Pierre has his last match ever against Shank, wins the title, but had said, and you got to pay strict attention, fans, He said, if I don't leave the ring as champion, I will retire. So we have Jordan and Joey attack Bear. It looks like I'm coming out to help him. Nah, this is all part of a coup. I had a title match anytime I wanted as a champion or a tournament winner. Cashed it in. Barely, but still won. Hit a Styles Clash on Bear St. Pierre, by the way. Just saying. Big, strong boy. Yeah. So, and then that was it. So he never left the ring as champion. Right. As such, retirement, new champ, new group, new force in 0-1. I thought all of that was just fantastic. And also in 0-1 history, that's the same night that Warhorse and Gary J had the that whole show had a lot of events on it that like changed the landscape for what 0-1 would be for the next several years. And I think it's crazy that all of that was on one show, and that all that stuff I just talked about was again in like the last probably 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember watching that match. Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember watching that match. I wasn't there for that one, but that was definitely one I went back and watched. So
yeah.
So how many Miller Lights are you drinking after you win the championship tomorrow?
How many do they have?
Oh, well, we can fix that right up. We can have a case later.
How many are there?
I'm sure we can arrange a beer run.
That would be just stellar.
Well, I mean, Minderz is already bringing a bunch of Slim Jims for Warhorse, so we can probably arrange it to get some Miller Lights.
I'm a cheap date. Slim Jims can get pricey if you get those big ones. Trust me, Miller Lights, pennies and plentiful.
Well, we'll make sure to have a 12-pack waiting for you at least.
That sounds fantastic.
Okay. Mark, what else you got, bud?
All right. Well, actually, I need to reboot my headset for a second, Minderz, so you take over for a minute.
That was my turn. Thank goodness for co-hosts. This is how this works out. It's always the co-host. All right. So we've got Jordan that's going to be going against CMC. Is there anybody there that you would like to fight after you take care of Joey tomorrow?
Oh yeah. There's a couple of like, I would say like old time rivals that I'd like to get back in the ring with just to, reignite something old. There are new people there that I'd love to get in the ring with. Kenway's coming back. That'd be on my list.
I'm excited about Kenway coming back.
Everybody is. I'd love to have a match with him. That's only happened once before ever, and it was for St. Louis Anarchy. Mentioned Camaro. CMC, I would happily tussle with him. I like wrestling like newer guys, younger guys. Most of them end up better for it, even when I inevitably beat them.
Did you see where CMC took the he's Thursday night champion for 0-1? So
congrats, good on him.
Yep.
Who else? That Eli Wilder fella. That would be a match I'd be interested in. DeCobra, old time rival from way back in the day for me.
Gotta love DeCobra.
Yeah, like there isn't really anybody there that I would be opposed to having a match with, or two or three,
I'd like to see you go against Jimmy Carrot.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Yeah, me and Carrot used to beat the hell out of each other back in the day.
Great.
Yeah. And who knows if we can get maybe we can get the Coyotes down there. Little 6-man action with the Premier. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun, actually. Yeah, it'd be. I was hoping you might bring a couple of the Coyotes with you, but I get it. That life happens. I understand that. But
lousy schedules.
Well, like I said, I did get to see them up at Dreamwave, so I've seen them. So
we also run together a lot for a. Sorry, I got to plug my stuff as much as I can.
Go for it.
Promotion called Rocket Pro Wrestling out of Joliet, Illinois. Really great place. Doesn't have a lot of eyes on it. Super fun. Great look, great venue. And yeah, that's Coyote country now. That's kind of where the group really got started. And let's see what else. Oh, you were talking about how it always falls on the co-host.
Uh-huh.
I know what that's like. I have my own podcast too. You guys should check it out sometime. It's called What Are We Even Doing? It's myself and Damien Deschain. and we review wrestling shows from the past, because it would be difficult to do them from the future. And we do bonus episodes on our Patreon and stuff about movies, and it's just kind of entertainment in general over there. It's a little bit more loose. But yeah, typically we review just different wrestling shows. We've done pay-per-views. We've done episodes of TV. We've done a couple for Ring of Honor. We've done a lot of WWE, WCW, ECW. And there's many side tangents as well, if you can imagine. But
it's kind of like our other one that's jumping the rail, that we go off on many tangents. So
right.
Yeah, we understand. Oh, there's Bari. This is one of our listeners all the time. And yep, we know Rocket Pro. We've been there a couple times, so we know Rocket Pro.
Sweet.
Yep. But Mark, go ahead. Are you up and going now? Nope, he's not. He has no sound. He'll figure it out here in a minute.
I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's on you.
Fault. Oh. Okay, so we got some people chiming in. We got a question here. What are your plans for taking down Joey? I think we kind of covered that. Just big boots and right hands.
Slow him down. Slow him down is the big thing. Joey's very, very quick. He's very agile. He moves very fluidly in the ring. But I like to keep my stuff simple. I can do fancy, but I like to keep it simple. I think I'm a better striker than Joey. Not that he's any slouch in that department at all. And I have the size, weight, and reach advantage. So my plan is to slow him down and suplex him, hit him, keep it simple.
Hurt him.
Yeah.
That works for me. It's not that I'm not a Joey fan. I like the Lowlifes. I've always liked the Lowlifes. Even when you were in the Lowlifes, I love the Lowlifes, because that was what you, Brubaker, Joey, Jordan.
Yeah, that was it. I think Brew had a real short stint. I think he was there for a few, but it was primarily me, Jordan, Joey. Rain, I think, was coming into the group maybe a little bit right before I had to take time off. That seems right. I don't know. That was 5 years ago. Now it's getting kind of blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this is interesting.
Oh, we got a good one. Jordan has now chimed in.
Oh boy.
So you're gonna be completely honest. Listening to Rose has been an amazing trip down memory lane. I do not think we even need to do this tomorrow. I say we get the team back together. What do you say, boss?
No, man. No. No, that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed and sank. No, I will see you tomorrow, Jordan, and I will see Joe, and I will see Tony and whatever Dallas and any other security goons that you happen to have, and they'll see my left foot and they'll see my right hand, and then they'll see the lights.
Well, you could always pick up Marvin. He'll probably be in the back somewhere. You could have him come out and help you. I'm sure he'd have a bone to pick with him.
Yeah, I could do that, but then I'd have to hang out with Marvin.
Oh, well, yeah. I understand.
Well, Jordan got his hands full anyway tomorrow. He got CMC in the ring tomorrow night. So
now I'm genuine question, because I'm curious. I don't know how the Thursday night championship works. Is that on the line, or is that exclusive to the Thursday shows?
I'm not exactly sure.
We are assuming it's exclusive to Thursday night.
I would think so too. What with the name of
Thursday
championship having Thursday in it.
Yeah. I know David is usually in the thread. If he's listening, he can probably chime in and clear that up for us. But
that's what I had assumed, but I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's what we're all assuming. David just chimed in. Exclusive to Thursday.
I knew it. Okay.
So that will be non-title tomorrow night between Jordan and CMC.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I suppose, logically speaking, if Jordan were to win and would then be able to attend one of the Thursday shows to compete, you would have to think that would make him a number one contender for said championship.
You would have to think so.
Right. You would think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mark?
I gotta say, so Joey, I guess for all intents and purposes, has been a fighting champion. He's defended against Marvin a couple times, Lander, on a few times on Thursday. So he's been putting the paces in. But I gotta say, I mean, it's pretty much a given. I think you're probably gonna be his toughest test since you won the title. So, being as you know him probably better than anybody else that he's been in the ring with, what do you think is going through his head right now as he's getting ready for tomorrow and getting in the ring with you?
Fear. That's what I think is going through his head. I said it earlier. I've been having matches with him since 2008, which really just means I've been kicking his ass since 2008. And I know it's been a while, but like he remembers every time that I put a chop on his chest. He remembers every time I kicked him in the face. He remembers every suplex. And I've got more in my arsenal now than I ever have before. You know, like I respect the talent of Joey O'Reilly. I respect his abilities in the ring. He does have a good fighting spirit. Like you said, he's been defending the title pretty frequently, and he's very smart. He's 100 times smarter now than he was when I first met him all those years ago. But I do not think Joey O'Reilly is better in that ring than I am, and I intend to prove that tomorrow night. I think that Joey knows it. I think that deep down inside, if you look at his face at the end of that last show and we had our little stare down in that cage, I think he's puffing. I think he's puffing up his chest and he's trying to act tough and big and bad, having his guys hold him back. I think he is scared of what's happening tomorrow night.
I could see that. I could easily see that. Hey, Mark, you want to put up that last comment there that we've got in the chat that says, how is it Christian Rose's funeral when retirement is just around the corner for Jordan Perry?
Christian Rose's funeral retires just around the corner for Jordan Perry. Man, I like in regards to my funeral, dude, I've been left for dead several times and death left me living. So that ain't happening anytime soon. But Jordan's retirement, that's up to him.
Man, 5-star. I swear. This is 5-star Jesse J here. He likes to push buttons. He pushes everybody's buttons. Oh, but we've got a lot of people that are so... Yeah, stir the pot. We got a lot of people here. They're calling for your win tomorrow, so you can't let the 0-1 fans down.
I believe, like, the only people that want me to win this more than I want to win it are the 0-1 fans. Like, you see the reaction that Joey O'Reilly gets, and again, they know that he's good in ring. It's not that. It's just that he's an insufferable jerk. Like, that's the problem. It's not about his ability. It's about his attitude.
Oh, whoops.
That's where they was on the ball than we are sometimes. No, we have the right. There's Jesse J that was commenting, but yeah, Jesse Reigns is the one that usually jumps into the chat and throws. He was like, we had Dallas on last week, and yeah, they were all just go to town on him in the comments.
It was fun.
I was kind of felt bad for Dallas, but yeah, he had some words. I'm not one to stir it up, Minderz, but I do have to say we had Dallas on last week, and he did say you sucker punched him at the last show, Chris.
I was sucker punched. I was looking right at him. He was looking right at me. Like,
that's what he says.
Can I make it?
That's the that's the Lowlife narrative, I suppose. Well, he was also a little woozy, I think, from going through a door and
Well, that's not on me. That's on him and his friends now, isn't it? By the way, going back to your question earlier about guys that I would like to wrestle there, that is one of them, especially if he's going to claim that I sucker punched him. By all means, then he can know that it's coming again when the bell rings.
Yeah. That would be a fun one. That would be a very fun one.
House fight.
Yeah.
I love my house fights, and I can hear my wife in the background on the phone.
I think he's out of Team Ambition, but Myron Damone.
Myron Damone.
Yeah. I'd like to. Have you seen him at all, Christian?
No, I'm not familiar with this person.
Not familiar with him. He's down Thursday Night Throwdown, and he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
I wouldn't mind seeing you guys go at it too. That would be.
Yeah. There's quite a few guys that pop up on Thursdays that would make for an interesting matchup. Theo White's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned Eli, you mentioned CMC, but they got a pretty good crop of young talent coming up down there at the dojo.
And Team Ambition creates a lot of really talented young wrestlers too. Like they have a lot of great young wrestlers coming out of that school. So. Yeah. And you can't train with Davey Richards and not learn something. I mean, that guy's a different animal.
Yeah, definitely.
Shoot, that goes all the way back to
He was with he fought Joey right before he got the belt.
Yeah,
right.
And just after.
Was it after?
That was a title match.
No, because
that was a title match.
No, it wasn't. He missed the title
Joey
match
and Davey.
Joey and Davey was.
It was a non-title, but he was champion.
Okay.
Yeah, but Joey had won the belt, but then he made it a non-title match with Davey. So.
See,
but,
he ran scared.
But yeah. Yeah. But what you're talking about, Team Ambition, though, it goes all the way back. Kyle O'Reilly was a Team Ambition guy, if you want to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoops, I was wrong again. It was title match. Sorry, David. But, so yeah, there's always a good crop of guys coming up out of St. Louis down there. Camaro, another one of them, Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, the non-title was on the first Thursday show when Davey wasn't there. So, my mistake. I've been known to be wrong before.
Not very often. Do you want to run through the card since we got Christian? You want to run through the card and get his picks, maybe?
Why not?
Sounds good.
Yeah, why don't we do that? That's good with you, yeah. All right, so we've pretty much gone into detail about your match with Joey, so we'll kind of skip over that one here. We'll start with the main event. We got Connolly and Camaro in the dog collar match. It just came out of the aftermath of the match you had with him last month when the chain was in the ring. So, what do you think? If you had to pick a winner out of that match, what are you thinking?
If I have to pick a winner, I would actually pick Conley. He's very familiar with the chain, for one, which is the factor involving this match. And two, you saw it at the end of the match I had with Camaro. He's not focused. Like Conley's wormed his way into his head. Camaro is borderline a perfect professional wrestler, but if he's not focused and he doesn't have his head in the game, and if you're in a situation with somebody who is very familiar with the weapon that is allowed, that puts you at a disadvantage. So yeah, I go Conley there.
It's like the Dusty Bull Rope rule.
Right.
Yeah. In a bull rope match with Dusty Rhodes, nobody knows that bull rope better than he does.
That's right. He's
all
I know
for sure with that match is I'll be hiding in a corner somewhere because we've got road tickets and I don't plan on getting hit with that chain. So
yeah,
I'll be hiding.
The first 0-1 show I ever went to, the first thing Minderz said was, when Connolly comes out, he throws that chain everywhere, so watch yourself.
Yeah.
Literally, first thing she said to me. And if he was the first guy out, I'm sorry, my mistake, but throwing the chain around and everything. So yeah, it's good food for thought.
Mark didn't mention that he was sitting at the entrance curtain when it happened.
David put me right at the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ is not wrong here. The real winner is going
to
be
the fans.
The real winner, that's going to be a war.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So next match, Mark.
Next, let's go with Minder's favorite match here. Three-way match for the Shining Light Championship, as it's called now. Jacques Kennedy defending against Devontae Knox and Jimmy Carrot. We tend to go by the three-way rule, Christian, which is 9 times out of 10 the champion is going to retain. So I think we both agree that Jacques is probably going to pull this one out, but it's going to be Jimmy's going to get a pound of flesh out of Jacques in this one, we think.
Yeah.
After all that's gone on with those two.
I'm gonna go against the grain here. Actually, I'm gonna pick Jimmy Carrot. He's the most tenured guy. He's the most experienced guy. With all due respect to the other two, I think he's the most athletic. Yeah. Carrot in a way is in his own way is very smart in ring, and Jacques is a newer competitor. Devontae is a newer competitor. So, I go Carrot on that one actually.
That's who I would have went with if it wasn't for the triple threat rule.
Yeah.
Or the way we look at the triple threat rule.
I mean, we know how hard it is for Minderz to not pick Jimmy for anything, because she's the biggest Jimmy Carrot fan going. I don't know how familiar you are with Country Air, Christian.
Oh, I know them.
I know
Country Air very well.
So they got their title defense against Tao tomorrow. And we both pretty much agree, me and Minderz, that...
sorry to interrupt. I know of Tao. I'm not that familiar with them, but I know of them. But I know Country Air very well. Country Air all the way.
Yeah.
Yep, he's in agreement with us.
I think we all agree on that one. Yeah.
We all agree on that one.
There's not a team in 0-1 that's rolling better than they are right now.
Right. They're very, very good.
Yeah. I was just waiting for the Bruisers to get their shot at him, Minderz. But
no, yeah, you and your Bruisers.
Yeah. Hey, so CMC is in the thread in the comments, Minderz. So I think it's a good time to talk
I
about
saw that.
CMC and Jordan here. This one, last month was kind of a shit show. The Lowlifes pretty much just tore them apart before the match even started. Jordan got an easy win out of it, but we're thinking it's going to be a little bit more competitive. At least that's the hope, anyway.
Yeah. For a very odd reason, actually, I'm going to pick CMC here. Not because there's other factors involved. Jordan's going to be worried about the Joey O'Reilly match. The Lowlifes are going to be worried about the Joey O'Reilly match. So they're not going to be focusing on CMC. CMC got his ass beat last time. He's going to be hot. He's going to be angry. He's going to be looking for blood. And, hey, man, I know what it was like when I was young. You get pissed off and you fight really hard. Yeah, I got to pick CMC on that.
And he's on a winning streak. He won that ladder match last night. So,
yeah, he's got some momentum going.
Momentum and motivation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that can be two deadly M's.
Yes.
Two deadly M's. You're trying to get me to make more T-shirts, aren't you, Minderz?
I'm really not. I'm really not. All right. Where's the Warhorse Kenway match?
I'm working. Give me a second to get the thumbnail up for that one. Here we go. So this one, they just announced it a couple weeks ago, and this is one I think I might be most looking forward to. I haven't seen Kenway in the ring yet. I've just seen his stuff on video, but I'm a big fan of Warhorse, and I think this is going to be a hell of a match. I'm not even sure who I can predict to win this one. So
this is what you call the sleeper match of the night.
Yeah.
Again, it goes both ways. Warhorse is better now than he's ever been. He's in great shape. He's world traveled. He's very experienced. Kenway is in the best shape of his life, and he has never been in bad shape either. He's good in ring and everything. However, the defining factor here to me is ring rust, because Kenway took a couple of years off and has only had a handful of matches since coming back, whereas Warhorse doesn't stop wrestling. I think that's going to be the factor here. I think that if Kenway is going to win, he has to keep it short, because I think the longer the match goes, few people can take punishment more than Warhorse. Like, we brought it up earlier, yeah, I think Kenway needs to end it quick and keep it as a strict wrestling match, because I don't think he can win a fight with Warhorse.
Put up AJ's comment there. I love that one. Warhorse is going to rule ass with the power of Slim Jim and heavy metal, brother.
Brother.
It's good to have a credo.
I'm going to go with Kenway. I'm going with Kenway just because I'm super excited to see him back in the ring. He was one of my favorites back when the premiere first showed up. So I'm going to go with Kenway.
Okay. Right. If I'm pushed to make a call, I'll just to be different, I'm going to say Warhorse is going to take it. So,
there you go.
But I don't think there's not a wrong answer in that match. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, we got one more on the card here. That's Jake Lander and Eli Wilder. Now, you were in the ring with Jake last year when he was the heavyweight champion, and he had and you mentioned Eli, one of the guys you want to step in the ring with. So,
yeah,
we've been talking last few months. Eli's waiting for his breakout match, like to really step out. But we think this might be it.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely going to be like a good chance for him to show what he can do and like how much he's improved over the past few months. Because I've had several people say that, like, "Oh man, Eli's getting really good. He's getting really good." Getting a win here for him would be huge. But I think that just showing that he can be competitive against the guy on Lander's level is, I'm not going to say good enough, but would definitely make an impact on people. I'm picking Landers to win. He's more experienced. He's quite strong. He's fast. And but, like you just said, Eli's younger. He's newer. He's hungry. That's always a factor in these types of situations. But I got to go with the safe bet despite being a gambler. So I go Landers.
Yeah, it's really hard to sell Jake short in the ring. He's just so good. But
sorry.
Boom.
Right.
I don't have my rim shot hand. That's not a knock on Jake. He is a hell of a wrestler, and he's hard to beat. So
he is. And I admitted that, and that's a big deal because for a long time he used to tell me that I paid to see him. I was like, no, I didn't. I didn't pay to see you in the ring. It's everybody else. It's not you.
Yeah.
But then,
and then also keep in mind, man, there's also Eli's a little banged up after the last couple of weeks in Edgewood with his stuff with BA.
We'll talk about Edgewood here in a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, will he be at 100% or close to it when he gets in there with Jake tomorrow night? So there's a lot of intangibles to think about there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole card, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the whole card. Tomorrow night, doors open at 6, I think it is. Or is it 7?
Yes. No, 6. It's 6 for Mattoon, 7 for Thursdays.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think I have a banner.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yeah. So I don't have all the info on there, but I have enough. So, Christian, thanks a lot for joining us, man. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me.
You got an open invite anytime. I hope we see a lot more of you in 0-1. I mean, obviously, if you're champion, you're going to be there a lot more, but
true.
It's been cool having you back in there. You got anything you want to throw out there before we let you go?
No, I think I got
Plug all your stuff real quick. Plug all your stuff real quick again.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at WAWED podcast. See, the brilliance of it is now whenever I get tweeted and retweeted by wrestling promotions for shows I'm on, they're advertising my podcast.
Nice.
So you can follow me on Twitter on there. I don't really have much else for social media, I guess. I'm on Snapchat still at Bitter Lunatic. It's basically just pictures of me cooking and working out. Let's see what else. I don't know. Just follow promotions in the Midwest. Follow St. Louis Anarchy and Zawa and Rocket Pro. Obviously 0-1. And I think that's about where I'm at.
You got to plug Dreamwave too, because I mean you are the champ.
What was I thinking? So obviously,
obviously.
Yeah. But yeah,
you got Johnny Nitro coming up there, don't you?
That is true. Yes, or
whatever name he's going by up there.
In this case, Johnny Dreamwave, actually.
Johnny Dreamwave. Okay.
Yeah, John Wave should have been the name, but he didn't go with that.
But all right, well, Christian, it was great having you on. Anytime you want to come back, give an open invitation. Just let us know. We'll be looking forward to it. I'll have the 12-pack waiting for you.
I'm holding you to that. This is a verbal contract.
That's fine. Handshake, fist bump. Deal.
All right. I'll see you guys. Have a good
day.
All
right. See you, Christian.
All right. See you later. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of good info there. Stuff I didn't know about Lowlifes. Like I didn't know a lot about when they formed. It was at the expense of our buddy Bear.
It was.
But
I do kind of remember that. That was just like, the show he's talking about. I couldn't watch too much more of that show after I watched Warhorse get hooked. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
So yeah.
So you sent me a picture today of our buddy Dallas in a cowboy hat. Do I dare put that up on the
sure,
on the screen?
Do it.
All right. Dallas Minderz, do it.
It was me. It was all me. I thought that was hilarious.
That's a country album if ever I saw one.
Right?
But then I have a more pleasant photo to share. That is from last night. Our buddy CMC, and there you see he's got the Thursday Night Throwdown Championship right there. Is the inaugural champion. Congratulations to him. You know, it was a very hard match last night, a 4-way match. I
got a good sweaty hug after the show. I got a good sweaty hug
we
after
both
he
did.
won.
I got an earful of CMC sweat, which is always fun. But no, it's cool to see. He was the one we were picking for that match, I think. So it's
Bari.
You're gonna make this comment every week, aren't you, Bari?
He probably is.
Next week. And the second it happens, I told you so.
Yeah, probably.
So this is Minderz. We don't have the card for next day. Usually we talk about what's up on these episodes. So, but today we have basically last night fresh in our heads. So it's it's pretty yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. Turn after winning a belt, honestly. Yeah, there goes AJ. See, I told you they're all about CMC turning heel. but I don't think it's going to happen.
They want CMC to be that angry Russian heel.
Yep. No, the Yugoslavian heel.
Oh, Yugoslavian. My mistake.
Yeah.
Eastern European.
But yeah. So last night, where you want to start?
Like my mug?
Did you see my water bottle?
Oh yeah, those are available at the shows. $15, I think, for the mug. I forget how much. I think it's 10 for the water bottle.
Yeah, I think it was 10.
I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, they got those. They had some nifty Joey O'Reilly headbands for sale yesterday.
Yeah.
So they got some.
One of our buddies got one of those. Our buddy that sits next to us.
Yeah.
He had a Lowlife one on last night.
Yeah, he was repping. Yeah.
He was representing.
Yeah, and so was to an extent. I had I gotta see if I can get this picture up, but here we go. So talking about last night, we gotta talk about our buddy Chan. Poor Chan. It's kind of the scapegoat of the Lowlifes at the moment. Do
you think he's still with the Lowlifes?
I don't know. I mean, he sure was disappointed after opening last night. There's $10 for water bottles. Thank you very much. So,
hey, reset your mic.
For the water bottle.
You need to reset your mic again. You're cutting in and out pretty bad.
Okay. Hang on a second here.
So he's going to reset that. And yeah, last night, Chan had to take on, let's see. Got to see if I can remember off the top of my head. I know Joey came out. Dallas came out. Oh, yes. We had the Angler versus the Glitch to begin with. And they started having their match. And Joey apparently wasn't real happy with it. So he decided to come down and take care of some stuff. And, oh, Chris. Yes, Chris. Are you back?
I am back.
Okay.
What did you get wrong?
Everything apparently. What was?
Okay. So it was supposed to be Angler and Glitch against Brutus Dillon last night in the handicap match.
Right.
Schedule card subject to change. Brutus wasn't there, so they were started out as a one-on-one, Glitch and the Angler. Joey and Chan and Dallas came down out of the dressing room. Dallas announced he was cleared to compete after being out last week with the elbow.
And there was a lot there too, because Rain got the email and not Rob. So
yeah, they went over Rob's head. I guess. Well, they think Rob's the general meddler, which right or wrong, So it is what it is in that case. Joey got on the stick and pretty much chastised poor Chan for losing the tag match last week, which and this isn't a knock on Chan, but he's not a full-time wrestler for Zero1. He's a ring announcer, a manager, an advocate, special counsel, whatever you want to call him.
Yes, Glitch, we're talking about you.
Minderz, did you say something bad about the Glitch while I was off headset?
No, I did not. I didn't say anything bad about any of the wrestlers.
Okay, I want to make sure you're not burning bridges here, because
all I said was that Joey wasn't real happy with how the match was going. That was what I said.
Yeah, which that's head trainer talking. I think maybe a little bit, and also heel champion talking. But
right.
So yeah, Dallas beats the Glitch and the Angler. He said he could do it in a minute. It took him a little longer than that.
A minute and 3 seconds.
Okay.
I stopwatched it. So yeah, it's a minute and 3 seconds, but close enough. We'll let it go.
Hang on. So yeah, then so getting back to Chan, he got basically not choke slam, but he got a hell of a clothesline from Joey last night.
Well, but he had to fight Chris, didn't he?
He had to wrestle Chris. Chris got the win, but to be fair, Joey and Dallas could have helped Chan. There was a moment there where they could have gotten their licks in, but they chose not to. And then this little confusion, and Chris rolled up Chan and got the win. And Joey didn't take it well. he saw fit to knock Chan on his ass, as it were.
Yes.
So, and uh-oh, we got a little bit of a beef going on here.
We'll let them argue it out in the chat. We got the glitch, okay. And we got 5-star.
Right.
Well, 2.5 star. I think I went up to 3-star last night.
Yeah, you got him up to 3 last night.
I got him up to 3 stars last night.
Hey, he's winning me over. I've got him.
He's growing on me.
And he had a match with Ricky Rodriguez, who was, as I understand, his trainer last night. My cat keeps bothering me. She's over here. But yeah, I think that was the best. Oh boy. Dallas. Dallas, you're late, man. You missed Christian Rose in there. He took umbrage to you saying you sucker punched you at the last show. He doesn't quite agree with that, so you might have to work that out amongst yourselves. But yeah, get back to Jesse. I think that was the best Jesse's looked on Thursdays, and you gotta win out of it. Good performance. I was a fan of Ricky's.
But
did he cheat though? I mean, it's really on the referee to not be in the way.
I understand. I guess. But like I said, 3 stars. He went from 2.5 to 3.
That's the glitch.
And then you just go wrestle my brother. And just, nice. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah.
Got a hat out of it. Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah.
Oh my, indeed. Then see, what else did we have? We had the 3-way Hippie Johnny, Logan Myers, Eli Wilder. I thought that was a very fun match.
It was.
Yeah. You got a free pair of sunglasses out of it?
I did.
Are those going to go in your podcast studio at some point? Or are those
actually I have other plans for that. So hopefully I'll be able to get another pair for me, but I have a friend that I'm going to gift them to. So
okay.
That they're big fans of Logan Meyer too, so.
Yep. Loud and proud.
Yeah, loud and proud. Hey, wait, Hippie Johnny. Did you talk about Hippie Johnny in that one too? Because he was in that too. That was triple threat. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I had a.
Yeah, Hippie Johnny getting a little heely last night.
He was
fighting dirty.
He was.
It's like I said, you can't trust a guy in regular leather pants, you know. It's but no, good match, good performance by all 3 guys. Eli, we talked about it a little bit. He's still a little banged up
sore.
From
sore.
all the business with B.A. Malkin, who and he had his own hands, so he was in that 4-way, but we'll get to that here in a second. We had Blake Wright, and he wrestled Stetson, didn't he? No.
Yes.
No, Stetson wrestled DLC.
Oh, that's right. David, help.
He's going to get mad at us for not being prepared.
I know, not being as prepared. Hey, it's a Friday. We're not used to this happening on Fridays, especially right after.
This is true.
So hold on. I'm going to see if I can find the card here real quick to at least help us out a little bit.
Right.
But go ahead and talk about Blake, because he was a little mouthy last night.
He was a little salty last night.
Tyler. Wow. I'm a terrible friend. I'm a terrible friend.
Okay, so it was Blake Wright and Tyler Scott. And yeah, Blake, he did not stop talking that whole match.
No. Not at all.
Nope. Oh, there's AJ chiming in. I like Hippie Johnny. Seen him eliminate someone from that battle royal with 0-1 by biting their fingers so they let go of the rope. Yeah. It's very resourceful, you know.
Very resourceful.
But it was that 3-way match. Logan got the win.
Yes.
There, I think he beat Johnny. And Eli, he was. I think Eli had other things he was thinking about during that match.
We'll talk about that here in a second.
Yeah. Tyler Scott, he put up a good fight with old Blake last night. Came up a little short,
Hey, I kept yelling at
Blake,
Tyler not to trust Blake, and he just didn't pay any attention to me.
yeah, but he didn't give up. To his
He
credit,
didn't give up.
that is his credo after all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blake I think is really making waves as one of the best heels on Thursday nights.
David made a good point there. Yep.
Eli favoring that neck.
Neck.
Yeah, there's a typo there. But,
that's all right.
But yeah, he definitely was. And yeah, so let's move on.
El Magnifico or whatever. And Jesse Reigns. And Jesse Reigns.
Jesse Reigns. Yeah. Yeah, Magnifico.
I got it right this time.
I gotta say, I'm worried because it seems like El Magnifico is leading our friend LDLC down the wrong path.
Yeah.
He's teaching him bad things. It's no bueno,
No bueno. No bueno. See, we know a little Spanish, just not enough to actually have a conversation.
Un poco. Very rudimentary high school Spanish. But although we talked about it, I liked Magnifico's shirt, the TWO shirt.
Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah.
I may need to get one of those at some point, the Taco World Order, because I do like my tacos.
So let's see. What else did we have? Jesse did really good in that one last night, though. Jesse Reigns did really good in that one last night.
Jesse did a great job last night, yeah. Then DLC and Stetson Winners was the other match. Again, Magnifico's out on the floor just trying to make DLC cheat, do all these underhanded things. I don't know how they do things in Mexico City, Missouri, but that don't fly in Edgewood,
Nope, sure doesn't. But Stetson took the win in that one, right? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
I need to start taking better notes.
Yeah, that's true. We get so wrapped up in the show, though. It's so much fun.
I know. Yeah. Speaking of getting wrapped up in the show, my favorite. Can we talk about my favorite surprise last night?
Well, let's talk about what was your favorite surprise last night? I think I know what it was.
Oh, well, Jacques come out for their open challenge. And ref's already in the ring, and all of a sudden they send the ref to go find them an opponent.
The referee, Kat Carter, am I right?
There you go. Yeah.
The referee's name. So she went to the locker room to find Jacques an opponent of the glitch. It was the glitch's fingers, AJ, that Johnny bit on the battle royal. So.
And kept looking for an opponent for Jacques and didn't really have a whole lot of luck. And then she found High Voltage. And I was super excited to see High Voltage.
Yeah, I had not seen High Voltage before, so this was exciting for me. But yeah,
it was a good match. That was a
very good match. I honestly thought that Jacques was on the ropes a little bit a few times in that match.
A lot of the fans wanted a new champ last night, so
yeah, I'm hoping. I hope that means we're going to see more of High Voltage in the ring going forward.
I agree. I would like to see more High Voltage in the ring because.
But I'm a little worried. What happened to Kat? She just disappeared. They had to get another referee.
I
don't know what happened there.
I'm not 100% sure either, but we'll take it for whatever it is. So it's all right. We got to see High Voltage. So that's all. That's fine. Yes. Well, I'm sure Kat will be back. But
I would. Hopefully, she's a good referee.
She is a good referee.
I think you had heat with her at the last Batoon show because she was one that stopped the Jimmy Jacques match.
Ish. I never completely had heat because she is legitimately one of my favorite referees. So I was a little heated at the moment just because of the call, but I'm okay now.
Oh, jeez. So I think all we have left is the main event, right?
Yes.
To talk about. So we had the 4-way ladder match for the 0-1 USA TNT Thursday Night Throwdown Championship, and it was Theo White.
Do you not have the picture?
Malkin.
Do you not have?
No, I cleared them out because I was getting ready for this. It was Theo White, B.A. Malkin, CMC, Devontae Knox.
Yes.
I just had to once I get rolling, I can remember all this stuff. Very good ladder match. I was very impressed with all four guys. I think we established that they listened to the show because one of the things that we had talked about actually came to pass last night.
Yep. Sure did. And if you want to see it, you got to check it out on the Patreon.
Yes. Go to the Patreon. It'll be up, I think, probably by Sunday if
They said this weekend, so.
This weekend.
Yep.
And there it is. $5 a month at the lowest, or you can go up each tier, get more perks and things. But no, I think you'll enjoy that match very much. And
Mr. Devontae took a dive from places he shouldn't have taken a dive from, but it was definitely a high spot.
Yeah, we got little extracurriculars out of a certain wilder than you wrestler with Eli getting a little bit of payback last night.
We even called for Eli.
Not we, you.
Oh yeah, that was me.
That was you. It wasn't me.
Let's say BA started to go up the ladder, and I just started yelling for Eli, get down here.
There's a point to be made about that ladder match, Minderz, and that is that Dallas Preacher and Joey O'Reilly were watching that match from the balcony the entire time, and we know Dallas pretty much got robbed of his opportunity at that championship when Devontae took him out with that chair a couple weeks ago. So I've got to wonder if maybe Dallas has designs on CMC and going after that championship.
Well, Dallas is technically still undefeated, isn't he?
He is undefeated. He has not lost. He beat two guys last night.
Yeah. So, I mean, that should mean something.
Right. I think Theo has a gripe. He was the guy closest to CMC when he got the belt off the ladder.
Yeah.
So I think Theo has a shot coming. There's no shortage of suitable challengers for CMC on Thursday nights in Edgewood.
No,
so I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good to see.
Although I have to say I'm really interested to see what's going to happen between BA and Eli as this continues on.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of interesting developments there.
Oh man, did you see BA's back?
Oh man,
he took a beating last night. It was nasty.
Not only that, the chair shot that was it CMC or Devontae that hit Theo with the chair.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Or was that BA? Sounded like a friggin' shotgun.
We'll have to watch the Patreon and figure it out when it comes out.
I'll go back and watch the Patreon. But yeah, Theo took one of the damnedest chair shots I've seen in a while. And then my wife kicked him.
And we apologized.
She says she didn't, but the brawler still wants to fight Dallas Preacher.
Yeah,
Dallas, you got
Dallas has people lining up to want to beat him, but
it ain't easy being a lowlife, I suppose.
It's not.
So yeah, we had some interesting developments last night.
I'm excited for next week when we get to have a chat with Miss Rain. So
yes, next Wednesday at back our usual time on Friday or Wednesday afternoon at 5:00. Rain Victoria, who's I guess the co-head honcho of Thursday Night Throwdown, along with Rob Leach.
Yeah,
the host with the most. She always kicks off the shows and everything. So
yeah,
it'll be cool. We can get some really deep insight into Thursday nights from Rain. So I think that'll be cool. And,
that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then after that, I think we have on the 8th. I think we have Jason Pemberton locked in. I got to reach out to him and make sure.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, and then on the 15th, which is the following Wednesday, we're going to have CMC on, and we can talk about the Thursday Night Throwdown Championship, and we're going to talk about his show coming up that weekend after he's on with us on the 19th at Sliders in Decatur. He's running a show that weekend. It's going to be fun. We're going to be there.
We are going to be there.
So yeah, we'll get the scoop from CMC on that one. Sorry, little gas bubble there. You gotta love the professionalism of a gassy host.
There you go. Hey, I'm paying the bills over here.
Yes. Oh yeah, we got to pay the bills. This is you keep me in line here, Minderz.
Hey, I try.
Yes. ProWrestlingTees.com/JTRPod. So we get the majority of your jumping the rail and 0-1 shootout merchandise and by merchandise, I mean t-shirts. Uh, the ones we have so far for our 0-1 shootout are these 4. I'm working on another one. It hasn't been approved yet, and that'll go on here too. Something about stirring the pot, Minderz.
Did you? Where's the picture of you in your Dallas is my buddy shirt with your buddy Dallas?
Oh yeah. So yeah, if you want to see what that looks like in person, there
you go.
I am. I got my Dallas is my buddy T-shirt on with the man himself right there, and I think Joey said he liked it too. So
he did. Yep.
Yeah. So ProWrestlingTees.com, also BrainBusterTees.com/other/JTR-podcast-network. And that's the stuff you get there, among other things. That's where we put most of our actual logo merchandise on, with the t-shirts and the sweatshirts and everything like that. So go check that out. Also some fanny packs, hats, stickers, things like that. So go check all that stuff out. And also tomorrow in Mattoon, we will have more of our the koozies available. This is them right there. It's got the logo on the front, got the network logo on the back. We're gonna park them up right up there at the table at the front door with David. $5 a pop. If you want one, just go see David, and he'll set you up. And yeah, they work great. I used one the whole night last night. Kept my can cool and my hand dry.
There you go.
So that's all you can really hope for out of a koozie, right? So.
Well, see, next week, since we'll have Rain on, she'll be able to tell us what the card is. So we can go through the card with her next week.
Yes, very nice, very nice. And then also at some point, I did get a message from Jordan Perry wanting to come back on before the War Games show. So we'll try to get him on sometime, probably in April. And
wait,
make that
doesn't
happen.
doesn't he have connections? Can't he just pop in and out whenever he wants?
I was a little taken aback. He actually came and just he asked to come on. He could have just just popped right in, but I don't know. Maybe we're seeing a softer side of Jordan Perry, but you never know.
I kind of doubt it. I feel like the other shoe's going to drop soon. Lowlife doing lowlife things.
Yeah, it remains to be seen. But yeah, so tomorrow night, doors open at 6. Show starts at 7 in Mattoon versus Osborne Auditorium. Gonna be a hell of a show. Dog collar match. Christian and Joey, Jimmy, Jack, and Devontae. There's so many good matches.
There's so many good matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we will be there. We invite you all to be there too.
I want to do one thing though before we take off. I know we're going to get out of here shortly, but I want to wish happy birthday to your wife. Since today is Stacy's birthday.
Today is my wife's birthday. She went with us to Thursday night last night and had a ball, and then she'll be with us tomorrow. So if you see her there, wish her a belated. And she's we're getting ready to go and get some Mexican cuisine here after we're done on the show. Oh, there you go.
There's already the happy birthday, so we're good.
Yep. Oh, look, AJ, head honcho or Empress? I don't know.
Empress. Let's go with Empress. I like Empress.
That sounds more important.
That sounds more like Rain. So.
All right. Well, I don't know that we have anything else. Thanks to everybody for jumping in with us on a Rare Friday record here, and even coming in an hour early and checking us out. Like I said, we'll be back to our regular time next week at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So until then, let me get my graphics all ready. So Minderz, you got anything else you want to add before tomorrow? Wait, hang on. We should probably say, if you have them, bring some Slim Jims tomorrow night.
I'm bringing some to help, so I'll have
apparently
a few
Warhorse wants to be pelted with Slim Jims at the show.
So apparently, okay, so I need to make my shopping list for tomorrow. So I have my Slim Jims, and I owe Christian Rose a 12-pack of Miller Lite. Got it.
Gotcha. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
So that works.
So we're gonna call you the hookup from now on.
All right.
All right. So hopefully we'll see everybody out in Mattoon tomorrow night. And until next Wednesday night, Minderz, you want to say goodbye to the people?
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. And this is Reb, and I'm reminding you all, life is hard and work stiff, and we'll see you in Mattoon.